When I entered the monastery, I expected thunder, one powerful meditation that would change my life. Instead, my teacher gave me a string and said, "Tie this each morning. Let it remind you that small threads hold the world together." I thought he was speaking in riddles. Months later, I began to understand. Consistency is the quiet craft of building a life, one gentle repeat at a time. People ask me, how can consistency make me successful? In the monastery, we didn't chase success, we cultivated causes. We swept the same path, poured the same tea, bowed at the same hour, not because we were trapped, but because repetition turns good intention into steady character. Let me share 3 stories and a simple practice I call string, bowl, steps. String. Promise small and keep it. Every morning I tie a string and make one promise I can truly keep. Not, I'll change everything today, but I will write for 20 minutes. I will breathe deeply before I speak. I will take a mindful walk after lunch. The string is ordinary, the promise precise. Consistency doesn't begin with ambition. It begins with clarity small enough to honor. When I first learned calligraphy, my lines were shaky. I wanted to practice for hours, impress my teacher, skip ahead. He smiled and said, "1 page. Every day. Stop while your hand still loves the brush." After 6 weeks of unremarkable pages, a miracle occurred. The brush began to feel like a part of me. Not because of a long night of effort, but because the hand met the brush again and again. Bowl, filled by grains, not floods. In the kitchen, there's a wooden bowl for rice. The novice who scoops too much spills and wastes. The one who scoops a little, steadily, fills the bowl perfectly. We are the same. Many of us begin with a flood, crash diets, marathon study sessions, hero workouts, and then we drown. Success grows by grains. A paragraph a day becomes a book. 10 mindful breaths become a calmer temperament. A daily walk becomes a stronger body. Grains accumulate where floods fail. A young monk once asked me how to memorize scripture. I gave him a single verse and said, "Carry this for a week." He protested, "Too slow." But by week's end, the verse wasn't just in his mind, it was in his manner. He spoke more gently because the words had soaked through him. That is the power of the bowl. Steady scoops that soak in. Steps. Miss once, never twice. There's a hill behind the monastery. I walk it each evening. Sometimes it rains, sometimes I'm tired, sometimes I'm joyful, and the path feels like flying. On the nights I miss, I return the next day. Not with punishment, but with a smile. Begin again. That's the third part. Consistency is not perfection. It's a kind reunion with your path. Miss once, never twice. Fall 7, rise 8. To make this living and practical, try these 4 gentle moves. Choose a 2-minute anchor. Start absurdly small. 2 minutes of writing, reading, stretching, or quiet breathing. The size makes starting effortless. Starting makes continuing likely. Attach it to a cue. In the monastery, bells were our cues. You can use your morning tea, the end of a meeting, or arriving home. After X, I do Y. Consistency hides inside rhythms. Track with tenderness. I keep a small card with 7 circles for the week. I color a circle after my practice, not to shame myself, but to celebrate. Recognition is fuel, designed for tomorrow. Each evening, set out the mat, open the document, fill the water bottle. When the path is prepared, the feet follow. You may wonder, but what about ambition? Don't I need big goals? Big goals are stars for direction. Daily consistency is the lamp that lights your steps. In the monastery, we would polish the same brass bell each week. No one cheered, no one posted a photo, but the bells sang clearer each morning. Success sounds like that, clearer today than yesterday. Let me offer one more story. An elder monk tended bamboo behind the cloister. For years, it looked like nothing was happening. He watered, he weeded, he waited. Then, one season, the bamboo shot up, fast, tall, strong. People said it was sudden. He only smiled. Nothing is sudden, he said, only seen late. Your consistency is the root work. The world will call your harvest sudden, but you will know the truth. So, how does consistency make you successful? It rewires your identity from someone who wants to someone who does. It builds trust with yourself, trust that you will show up. Trust is the soil where all achievement grows, and it keeps you gentle. When you miss, you do not quit. You return. Returning is the monk's secret. Place your hand on your heart with me and whisper, "Small promise kept daily." Imagine tying your own string. See the bowl filling by grains. Feel your feet taking steps toward the hill. This is how we change. Strings that remind, bowls that gather, steps that return. No thunder required. If these words brought you a steady breath, pass them to someone who needs patience with themselves. May your promises be small and true, your bowl fill quietly, and your steps find the path again and again.